Hello everyone! Today, I'd like to talk about a new character coming to Legends for the second half of the 4th anniversary. Legends Limited Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and introduce some of this character's abilities. But first, I need to stress that this is all still in development and the following content is subject to change, so make sure you check out the full details via the in-game news after the character is released. So, let's start with the basic info. This Goku is a green element, melee type character. As for the tags, they are Saiyan, Super Saiyan 3, and Sun Family. And the episode is Sagas from the Movies. Let's look at Goku's Z ability. During battle, Z ability 3 will increase Strike Art's damage inflicted by tag Sun Family. Plus, it'll also increase tag Sun Family, episode Sagas from the Movies, or tag Saiyan, Base Strike and Blast Attack. This character is especially a must for Sun Family and Sagas from the Movies parties. With that said, let's see this character in action. Let's start with the Strike Arts. Goku has a Strike Arts card that increases strike damage inflicted upon activation. So, when you use it, even with a character that's not Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you'll get that boost. It's a very convenient buff to any character's strike damage. Next up, the Blast Arts. Goku has another card that comes with a damage boosting effect. This time for blast damage, of course. And, just like with the Strike Arts card, any character can use it to get a boost to blast damage. Now for the special move arts. When activated, Goku's special move damage inflicted will increase, and it'll also cancel own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions on hit. That means that if you can land it, you'll recover from conditions such as paralysis and bleed. It also has blast armor, so you won't get interrupted by the enemy's blast arts. The most unique feature of this special move arts is that it inflicts all enemies with no switching upon activation if the unique gauge is completely full. So, if the unique gauge is maxed out, the enemy won't be able to switch characters when you activate Goku's special move, and you can deal a decisive blow. This is a special move arts that you'll want to use when the unique gauge is full. In this way, a major feature of Super Saiyan 3 Goku is that various arts are enhanced when the unique gauge is completely full. Now, let's take a look at the special arts. Here we have the special arts. It recovers Goku's ki, draws a Strike Arts card, and even increases damage inflicted, making it a very convenient special arts. Furthermore, Goku will also recover health if the unique gauge is full. Getting your health back during a fight is crucial, so you'll want to fill up the unique gauge quickly. The Ultimate Arts. When activated, it increases ultimate damage inflicted and decreases the enemy's sustained damage cut effects by 100%, meaning that it can cut through the enemy's defense completely. It will also nullify the enemy's, restores health when it reaches 0 endurance effects. Furthermore, when Goku's unique gauge is full, it even nullifies own unfavorable element factors. So, when the unique gauge is full, it'll completely ignore the enemy's sustained damage cut effects, endurance effects, and any element disadvantages, meaning that you can deal an insane amount of damage to the enemy. It really is an extremely powerful ability. Now, let's talk about the main ability. It'll destroy one of your own cards, draw an Ultimate Arts card, and restore ki and health. Plus, it will also increase Goku's damage inflicted and arts card draw speed. Furthermore, if the unique gauge is full, Goku's vanishing gauge will be restored to 100%, and the enemies will be reduced to 0%. When there are multiple enemies, this ability allows you to drain their vanishing gauge, so use the special move arts, no switching effect to guarantee a hit. Or, if there's only one enemy remaining, you can seal their fate with a final blow. The main ability's effects change greatly depending on whether the unique gauge is full or not, so you will want to adapt to how the battle is going to get the most out of it. Here's the first unique ability. It increases Goku's damage inflicted and arts card draw speed, as well as reduces strike arts cost and damage received at the start of battle. These are all uncancelable effects. An uncancelable increase to arts card draw speed as a base ability is incredible. It'll also recover ki when entering the battlefield, so even if you run out of ki with another character, you can continue your arts combo by switching to Goku. Furthermore, it'll nullify the enemy's special cover change abilities for a fixed number of timer counts after entering the battlefield. You can fight with confidence knowing you don't have to worry about the opponent's special cover changes. That's not all. If you use a strike or blast arts when 2 battle members have been defeated, then your unique gauge will be charged by 100%. No matter how bad things look, you can use these powerful abilities to turn the tide of battle. Here's the second unique ability. First, the easiest part to understand is the special cover change. If you cover change against an enemy's strike arts, it'll knock them back to long range. You can also combo into a special move arts after a cover change, so that's what you want to do if you have one in hand. Also, every time a strike or blast arts is used, it'll recover Goku's health and ki and also boost damage inflicted and ultimate damage inflicted. Goku's ultimate damage will continue to increase to the limit as you use strike and blast arts, so you can pulverize the enemy with a devastating ultimate arts blow. Also, as mentioned several times before, this character has a unique gauge. It will fill up each time this character uses a strike or blast arts, and it won't be consumed or reset once it's completely full. So it's a unique gauge that you'll want to fill up quickly. Once it's full, it'll recover health and boost Goku's special move arts, special arts, ultimate arts, and main ability. It would not be an exaggeration to say that this Goku's true power is revealed once the unique gauge is full. It enables an overwhelmingly powerful playstyle where you can fill up the unique gauge by comboing strike and blast arts, then use the main ability to lock the enemy in place and deliver the final blow with an ultimate arts. Of course, the legendary finish animation will recreate the Dragon Fist from the famous climactic scene of the Dragon Ball Z Wrath of the Dragon movie. This is an extremely cool and powerful character, so make sure you don't miss out.